Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Jane's Fighters Anthology as we continue the Chinese campaign. So, we've been hitting the Chinese hard, and I think we've managed to hold off their ground force, for now at least. I imagine that might change in the future, but... Oh, we haven't even lost a wingman yet. Nice. Let's see if we can keep that trend up in today's mission then. So let's see what it is. Minutemen, Petrovka Air Base, date July 5th, local time 0500 hours. Weather clear. Situation: a massive wave of Chinese fighter bombers have overwhelmed our air patrols and are within minutes of your airbase. Mission objective: scramble and defend your airbase. Threat suppression data: ground opposition none. Air opposition J7s, Q5s. That doesn't sound too bad. Okay, we'll take the Raptor, of course. Do they have us? Okay, so we are actually returning to the same base for once. We'll take a Raptor and standard loadout. Probably a 70% fuel load on this one. I get a feeling this is going to be a pretty short range mission. So with that, let's get in the air. Alright, we have MiG-29s ahead. They're too close. We're at 90% already.
Oh yeah.
Alright, well, I think some of those, if not most of those missed, but I think we are at least able to break up their formation somewhat. Where are you? There you are. You're the guy dumping chaff all over the airfield. Yeah. So, for once we get Russian air defenses on our side, so that's kind of a huge boon. You can see we gotta be careful not to get hit ourselves by them. They're probably a little too used to shooting at American aircraft, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so that's the entire first wave dealt with. There's the... Oh, alright, there's more. There's always more. Alright, so... We got, Q5s coming in. Now, the Q5 is an interesting aircraft, actually. This was China's first attempt at an indigenous fighter, I think. The goal was to make an interceptor, but they kind of failed miserably at that, and even today they still have problems with making good engines, but it ended up turning out to be a relatively nice ground attack platform. Alright. Oh, there's a lot of them.
Closing contact. Bandit, you're 12 o'clock, 2 miles.
Come on. So, alright, I think we've dealt with most of them. It's just these, oh, there's a Q5 that wants them, eh?
I'm taking a shot. Impact!
Well,
missile launch.
Oh, who do I go after? Yeah. Get out of here. There we go. You're in my sight, so I guess we'll go after you. Again, I'm not too worried about the Q5 because it's got terrible performance. Flash 1, FSX. Alright, let's see where that Q5 is, and probably go home after that. Probably gonna take it like a 40% fuel load. There he is. Up, he's firing those 23s. And there we go. I just wanted to get out of his gun sights, but he's handling that, there we go. Now I got ya. Showcase our, Oh, come on. There we go. Showcase our superior maneuverability there, so mission accomplished. We can go home. We're heroes. Where's our medal? Oh, there was another FSX? Oh, well, okay. Nearest bandit is 8 o'clock high. How far out? Oh, fuck. Wait. Disengage. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Forgot I ranged my radar out to 150. Even though I did it exclusively for the purpose to make sure they weren't near me. Okay, so. Thanks for joining up with us. Well, this is going to be a short mission. Well, it was a short mission. Travka Atlas. Okay, looks. Oh, they have 2 ways I can land. Okay. That's interesting. That means technically my wingman and I, if we stage our landings right, we could just land at the same time. We'll probably take the main runway, though.
Contact your 1 o'clock high, 71 miles. Please advise.
I'm not worried about something 70 miles away. I guess I'll let the Galaxy land first. He's bigger than me. He can bully me. Alright. Drop the throttle a wee bit.
Clear to
Try
land.
to line up someone in the pattern here. There we go. Now let's there we go. Now we are losing altitude. Let's slow our rate of descent so we don't crush our landing gear. And touchdown. And again, we came in at an angle. I really gotta look into that. I don't know if that's like me with a tendency to yaw, or if that's like wind or something.
Welcome back.
Why, thank you, Petrovka. Now we just gotta wait for badass over here to move his ass. Actually, that's a Globemaster, I think. Yep, Globemaster. Okay. Honestly, the Globemaster and Galaxy look pretty similar to me. It's just one's bigger than the other. I'm sure there's fine detailed differences I'd notice if I cared to observe, but I generally don't. Although, to be fair, respect has to be paid to those aircraft because those are the backbone of American expeditionary capability, so. So it's funny, I think at this point the F-22 order wasn't cut down to 188, I think it was. So I'm kind of surprised that they still have F-15s and F-16s playing a the F-16s I can understand, because I think the Joint Strike Fighter project was probably pretty badly cut at that point, because I mean, heck, they didn't even have a final contender yet. But by this point, in theory, at least the F-15Cs should have been phased out by F-22s, because this is, what, 2003? Or at least, they shouldn't have been phased out by then, but they should have started to have been phased out by then. And certainly by the time of the Baltics campaign in here, I would have expected all the F-15Cs to have been phased out, but no, Congress had to be stupid again and cut the order. Notice a trend here with Congress being stupid and cutting orders, and then things getting ridiculously expensive, and then Congress complains about how expensive things are and cuts the order. Oh, man. The things that could have been if the Cold War hadn't ended. We could have had all of our F-15Cs replaced by F-22s by now. Hell, we could have even had like a Strike Raptor to replace the F-15E, which was something that was under consideration. The FB-22 it didn't quite, at least in its original plans, it couldn't have carried some of the precision munitions carried by the F-50. Like, I didn't see it, at least the notes I've seen didn't say, you know, it could carry, you know, various strike missiles and such, standoff missiles, but it could carry a respectable bomb load. Would have been kind of like a stealth F-111, but the Navy Advanced Tactical Fighter, which Navalized Swing Wing F-22. Come on, guys. Or even you would have had the, if they hadn't gone for that, we would have had the AST-21 Super Duper Tomcat. Sorry, Advanced Super Tomcat. Which then I think there was an even more aggressive proposal that could have morphed into. Oh, okay. Ah! This was my spot. Well, fine. Thank you for not running me over, I guess. I like how they tried to get the was it the Strategic Airlift Wing or whatever that command is called, the Strategic Airlift Command, I think. SAC. That sounds about right. You know, they try. I think this is what that is supposed to be, is the logo for that. Turbine fans. You gotta admit, there's a lot of detail here for, you know, for such an old game. And I kind of went over this in the Ukraine campaign, looking at the ships, but damn. You can tell, you know, the developers cared about this game, and not only that, they cared about what they were making a game about. You know, they bothered to research all this stuff and to get pictures, visualizations, and they did their best with their limited colors and memory to make an accurate representation of that. I mean, look at this. It has a grill. They bothered to detail a grill on something that you would almost never, ever see this close because you're too busy bombing them. Ah, bright side. Well, okay, they didn't do such a good job on this truck, I guess, but you know, like here, you know, they have the painted on stairs, the specks of rust. You know, here they have like the moss growing up on the side of the bunker. I mean, you know, most people turn their nose up at old games because they're like, oh, the graphics aren't great. And it's like, well, no, they aren't. For their time, they were good, bro. And, you know, if you just take a moment to appreciate... I mean, you should have your radar turned off. You're irradiating some poor guy's testicles right now, probably. But just the, you know, there's beauty here if you know where to look for it. Yeah, the graphics aren't great by today's standards. You know, you'd be a fool for trying to, you know, compare a game from the late 90s to today. Heck, even from the early 2000s to today. Did our wingman take off again? He did. Okay, so he is in his loop, but just what they managed to accomplish, it's Yeah, so he's gonna park and then take off again, I presume. Or did he end up parking over there under his wing? Okay. Yeah, he's going again. So with that, let's end the mission though, and my rant. Debrief. Petrovka Air Base. Date July 5th. Mission Minutemen. Resolution success. The enemy started with the advantage, but you prevailed. Great work splashing those fighters. We destroyed the 7 targets, protected the 3 friendly targets. Our wingman took a little bit of damage. Probably got scraped by a cannon or something. We have 5 fighter kills to our wingman's 2. We launched all our missiles, half hit, 2 failed, and 2 were spoofed. Our wingman launched 3 missiles, all hit. Good gun hit percentage. On us, most were spoofed, but a couple failed. I know at least one of those IR missiles, they tried to launch really high off bore. Yeah, and turns out wingman got nicked by some cannon rounds, but he's cool, so we can do maintenance on Raptor. Our wingman lived through yet another mission. Maybe this is the campaign where we can finally pull him through all missions. We'll have to see how that goes. In any case, thank you all for watching and stay tuned for next time, and we'll see you then.